y'all? It's your girl, Miss 3D Live, Coach Tasha Mack. Tasha Cobbs on a good day, but not Tasha K. How y'all doing today? I'm back with another video. So, of course, I'm coming to y'all with this update video on everything that's going on with Miss Shaquella Robinson. May she rest in peace. She was laid to rest today. And, of course, she has hit national news. I'm just so ecstatic about this because this has to be solved. So as you guys know, Shaquella went to Cabo, Mexico with her so-called friends, and these apparently it has been new video that has came out saying that the friends were actually plotting up on her and she did not even know it. So I am going to show you guys that footage. Also, we're going to get into some footage of her mother explaining what happened and what was told to her and her dad also. I just want to let it be known that the parent story has not changed, not one bit. But of course, we know that the friend stories have definitely changed and has some holes in them. Again, I want you guys to look at this footage. This is updated footage on the funeral and what's going on with Miss Shaquella Robinson. Again, Tamika Mallory came out. A lot of people have been supporting. Kyrie Irving has donated $65,000 to the family. Check this footage out. Again, I thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, and I love you guys. Peace out.
Yo.
It don't take that long to get naked. It don't take that long to get naked, hoes. Where y'all at? She told me I'm gonna keep it hot. You gonna keep it hot? What?
I'm gonna keep it hot. I got business and I don't want to wear this piece of fuck.
They, what Go said, they crew.
The one that's like mediocre is in my chains. I can't wear them.
Shaquella's family also provided this, a copy of her death certificate. They say this document shows foul play. Severe spinal cord injury was one of the causes of death listed.
Received a call on Saturday saying that my daughter was sick and that she had alcohol poison. But a doctor had never arrived, so I don't know where they got the alcohol poison from. So at that time, they said a doctor was on the way to examine her. And she wasn't responding, as they told me. Said she was resting a little bit, but she wasn't all the way responding as normal. So I told them to keep me informed, and I wanted to know why they couldn't take her to the emergency room. They said because they needed $5,000 cash to be seen in the emergency room. And I said, well, she has insurance. And they said they didn't take insurance by being out the country. It was a little different. So at that time, I told them just keep me informed, and they did call back, but they still saying it was alcohol poison. So by later on that evening, they called and said that Shaquella had passed. And at that point, you know, it just took my heart crumbled up, you know, just knowing my child was gone, and I couldn't get there to her, could not do anything. And they got a call saying that they was over there fighting Shaquella, saying they don't know why they was putting on alcohol poison. Say Shaquella, they was jumping on her. Her death had nothing to do with alcohol. Say she had a cracked spinal, and say her neck had been broken. So that automatic let me know that she were jumped. I didn't believe any of them stories. So after we received the autopsy on Thursday evening, and the autopsy told us what had actually happened to her. And so that took it to a whole nother level because, you know, they're saying that it was alcohol, and alcohol was not the cause of her death. Yeah. You know, they jumped on her over there. And if you see the video actually shows that she was not fighting nobody back. She didn't even have a chance. All of them sitting there looking. No one sat, you know, tried to stop it. You know, she had nobody over there to help her, you know.
She was a very humble spirit, very sweet girl.
Shaquella Robinson's coffin brought into the church by a horse-drawn carriage. Her celebration of life services bringing out hundreds of people. Loved ones wore pink in her honor. Danny Griffin, a family friend, says she'll always be remembered as a kind soul and daddy's little girl.
Sometimes her daughter just don't do wrong in front of her father's eyes and everything, and, you know, she was the twinkle of his eye.
Robinson's death remains a mystery after a trip with friends in Kabul last month, but her death captured the hearts of communities beyond the Queen City.
It means a lot to see Charlotte supporting her and her family. I have a daughter. I have nieces. That child was amongst friends, and she should have been able to feel comfortable and feel safe. This shouldn't have happened.
Robinson's neighbor and stylist, LaVara Smith, styled her hair for the trip and says he's heartbroken.
She was just excited about going on her trip, and she said in my chair we just talked about a lot of personal stuff. Like, we just clicked like she was like my little sister.
Well-known activist Tamika D. Mallory says she stands in solidarity with the Robinsons.
Losing a loved one in the heinous way in which has happened to Shaquella, there probably will never be peace for them. But there cannot just be an unopened situation. It has to be closed with truth, and it has to be that there is accountability for those who are responsible for her death.
It seemed like from my daughter was asleep, man, you know, for all of them to be in that room, and then, you know, they come in there like, I don't know, she woke up or whatever, the way it seemed like they attacked her, man. And she naked, man. You know, for a father to see that video, man, because my daughter's not a fighter, man. She's not a fighter, not at all. For them to do what they did, man, it just seemed like it was a plot, because they couldn't have did that over here, man. They couldn't have did that over here, you know, where her friends, all her friends are. You know, it wouldn't have went down like that, man. They don't realize, you know, what they done done, man. They just robbed, they just put a hole in my heart, man. That was my only child. I'm just heartbroken, man. You know, I can't even be a granddaddy. Can't even walk down the aisle, man. Can't even hear a voice. Can't even say daddy. Mom, you know, can't even say daddy. Can't even hear say grandma. You know, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know what this done to me. Just don't know, man. You just don't know. Just don't know. Just don't know. You know, I thought she'll be burying me. Not me burying her.
What do you hope happens in this situation when it comes to getting justice for your girl?
They get charged for it, man. And they go back over there and do the time. Because that's where they did the crime at. And they left her there, man. They left her in that house, man. They left her there for the maids to find her. Don't you know how much the pain my daughter suffered for the injuries, you know, that she took? You know, she was smaller frame, man. You know, for them to sit there and try to get her no help or nothing. I just want justice, man. I'm just angry, hurt, sad, all in one, man.
Yeah.